when you're in the arena, you don't really see your spouse. And they don't really see you because they don't see you as a champion of their heart. They see you as an opponent of their heart. And that dynamic is why I'm so urgently saying to all couples, you have to get out of the arena. If you're practicing one of the four horsemen, you're riding around, you are in the arena. No matter how nice you are, no matter how your intentions are, or how good-hearted you are, or how smart you are and you know better, you are still in the arena, and that arena brings death to relationships. So I'm just saying it plainly. My goal is to try to help many people get out of the arena, to encourage you, if you're at a church or your synagogue or your parish or your school or wherever you're at, that you talk to people about the need to change the dynamic. You know, typically couples are either loving each other, they are either in parallel process, which they're in the arena, but they're just have a truce and they decide not to get on the horse, and they will be kind of jockeying around each other in a very sensitive way, but they're parallel. And that means I'm over here on this side of the playground next to the swings, and you're over here on this side of the playground next to the slide. And, you know, rarely do I come over and join you on the slide. In fact, if I do that, you come over and go over here on the swings. And if you come back over to the swings, I'll jump back over to the slide. And because it's not safe. And the reason it's not safe and the reason you're in the arena is because you each see each other as an opponent of your soul. And I say the opponent of your soul is because that's the only way you can see each other when you're in the arena. The arena is only there for one reason. It's because battle has to take place. You're either defending yourself from criticism, from dismissal, from rejection, from deep hurt that your partner did, and you're doing the best you can to preserve you. And that makes perfect sense why you would have to do that. But you are in an arena, and it doesn't leave you in a good place at the end of some time. And so a lot of people end up in this parallel process. So again, the three areas that people are in is either they're outside of the arena and they're practicing love and they're being kind and playful and considerate and thoughtful and appreciative and not defensive and saying, you're right, I'm sorry, let's just get back on track and let's do it that way. That sounds great. And they're outside of the arena and they're really moving towards loving each other in a more gradual way. They're actually increasing the bank account they have with one another, right? Which is a great thing. And they continue to move further and further away as they continue to increase that bank account with each other and keep moving towards each other's dreams, keep reminding each other who they are. And they don't have to do it perfectly, but every time they make a conscious decision to love, that bank account's getting filled up. And you can be there, and that's where we really want people to go, because then you realize how amazing relationships are. Then you realize the amazing gift that that person is to you. And when you really constantly see it every day, boy, I'm telling you, you are not only in love, but you are living love. You are living a loving life. You're receiving love, you're giving love, and it's out of this world. And that's where we want all couples. And I think if people really feel that way and know that great expression and that great, wonderful feeling of being in love, you would see less divorces. The problem is we are individual people, we get hurt, and your soul isn't always seen as championed by your spouse. In fact, you can actually feel sometimes, because of the way that they do things, you are threatened. And when your soul is threatened, or it's rejected, or it's pinched, or it's dismissed, it's very sensitive. And you most likely will get defensive, or you'll be critical of them, or you just will shut down, stonewall. And by the way, those are the three of the four horsemen. The fourth one is just anger over all of it because you can't get out of it and you're constantly getting attacked, and now you have contempt. So that's the arena we're talking about. So you can be out of it, loving, you're seen as the real hero and the champion of someone's heart, or you can be in the arena of death, And when you are in the arena, you could be a good person, but you're still seen as the opponent. Have you ever wondered why many people are so confused? They say, I can't figure it out. I don't know. I can't tell you how many times I've thought that and I've heard other people say it. Well, you can't figure it out because you're feeling so many emotions in that arena. That, do you know that that limbic system doesn't have a language? It can't access language. It's your outside of your brain, the neocortex, that rational thought, where reasoning happens and where language is found. And that's on the outer part, looking down at your brain, that neocortex. But there's no language. At the center of that is your limbic system, where you feel things, you sense things, you have intuition about things. And that's kind of where your soul, where we think of ourself, our heart, and it's very sensitive and it feels. And a lot of logic goes out the door, and we can't always make sense of things when we're in the arena because our limbic system is so activated sometimes that we don't always feel loved. We get confused greatly. So the other posture is when you're in the arena, you kind of say, you know what, let's not fight anymore. And you really don't know how to get out. So you just agree to stay in the arena, but you are in parallel process. So this is my simple way of looking at how things go. You can be in the arena and you do battle, and it's destructive for everyone. And believe me, divorce seems like that is a great alternative, and that's a great choice. And that's why there's 50% divorces, because it is an incredible great choice when you do not know how to get out of the arena, and that's the only place you've known. And so that is a great choice for you, is divorce. But I'm telling you, 3 areas: you can be in the arena, beat each other up. You can be in the arena, parallel process, truce, but you're not loving. You're just not getting hurt as much, still destructive. Or you can do what I really hope all couples do, is you start practicing the antidotes and get out of the arena. And you deliberately choose to never go in the arena again. And you deliberately choose to love by practicing virtues that maybe you've never seen yourself practice before. But now you're on a great adventure to wonder how to do it. And by the grace of God, you are doing it. And you're realizing a whole new way of looking at yourself and looking at your partner and looking at the world and realizing that love exists. Love doesn't exist in the arena. It exists out of it in the real world. And that's where we want to help you. If you know how to do that, I want you to right there, you help people right where you're at. Get the word out. You teach them, hold a conference, you write your books, whatever. But if this is making sense, it should, because it aligns with age-old wisdom and tradition about things. But I think our society has it wrong by not telling people that they need to get out of the arena. That's my simple message to you. Hope that helps. Let me know how great it feels for you after you've been out of that arena 2 or 3 months. And you tell me how it's changed your life. Oh, I never get tired of hearing those stories.